Hey, it's Poppy, and I'm here to read you a story. And the story is something that I like because it's about a tractor. So I think tractors are fun, and I think you're going to think this is fun too. So this tractor, his name is Otis. And it's a story about, well, I don't want to reveal the story until I read it, and it's by Lauren Long. So let's take a look. I think you guys are going to like it. Okay. There once was a friendly little tractor. His name was Otis. And every day Otis and his farmer worked together, taking care of the farm they called home. Otis liked to work. And here he is. Here's Otis on his farm, helping the farmer out. Okay. Whoops. Poppy's losing the pages. Okay. But after working hard all day, Otis was ready to unwind and play. He would ride the rolling hills and skirt mud pond down by the corn. Here he is chasing geese. He would leapfrog bales of hay and explode through the haystacks. Kerblamo! There he goes to the haystacks. On occasion, he would chase a rabbit or play Ring Around the Rosie with the ducks to the sound of his steady put, puff, puppety chuff. And sometimes, at the end of the day, he would just sit under the apple tree and watch the farm below. And there he is, sitting under the tree. See, this is kind of why I like tractors, because I like to sit under apple trees and look at farms too. Here's the farm. Every night, tired but happy, Otis would putt, puff, into the little stall in the barn that was all his. Makes it sleepy, doesn't it? It makes me sleepy. One night when Otis was fast asleep, the farmer brought a beautiful baby calf into the barn. The calf bawled and bawled for her mother, but when the sleepy sound of a soft put, puff, puppety chuff came from the next stall, the scared little calf stopped bawling and drifted off to sleep. Here's the little calf, all nice and rested now. From that day on, the calf started following the little tractor wherever he went. Put, puff, puttity chuff. She followed him over the rolling hills and down by Mud Pond. She was right behind him, leapfrogging bales of hay. And the calf made their games of Ring Around the Rosie all the better. And there's geese there too. Sometimes at the end of the day, the two of them would just sit together under the apple tree and watch the farm below. Otis loved this little calf, and the little calf loved Otis too. Told you this is a good story. Here's more tractors too. What is that thing? Wow! Then one day, the farmer surprised everyone with a brand new yellow tractor. Time to move out, Otis, the farmer said. He took Otis out of the little stall in the barn that was all his and parked him behind the barn. Then he backed the big yellow tractor into the stall next to the little calf. Uncool, farmer. Oh no. But the little calf didn't like the big yellow tractor. He had a deep rumbling snore that shook the stall when he slept. There was no one to purr the little calf gently to sleep, no one to spend her days with. And Otis? Otis could not even see his farm as the weeds began to cover his tires. His friend often sat with him, but she could not get him to play like the old days. It was early summer when the farmer discovered a poster. Who has the prettiest calf in the land? Judges will decide at the county fair and award a fancy blue ribbon to the winner. The farmer knew the answer. He would show the little calf. But on the morning of the fair, the little calf was nowhere to be found. She had wandered down the mud pond by the cornfield to cool off. When she waded into the muddy water, her feet sank. With every step, she sank deeper and deeper and deeper. The little calf was stuck in Mud Pond. There's the little calf. "Get the hands," the farmer shouted when he saw her. All the farm hands came running with their ropes, but the more they tugged, the more stuck the calf got. "Get the big yellow tractor," the farmer shouted. "He can save her." But the big tractor just scared the little calf. She sank in deeper and deeper. Nearby farmers began to gather. "Then call Fire Chief Douglas and the fire truck," the farmer shouted. "They can save our little calf." But the sight of the big red fire truck startled the little calf in even deeper. The farmer was fit to be tied. If the farm hands and the big tractor and even Fire Chief Douglas and his fire truck couldn't save the little calf, who could? Who, indeed? This is bad news for the calf. Very bad for the calf. The calf is really in there. Suddenly, the little calf's ears perked up. Over the hum of the growing crowd, there came a faint sound in the distance. A soft, rhythmic purr, put, puff, puttity chuff. The crowd turned and looked. The sound became louder. Put, puff, puttity chuff. And all at once, Otis puffed from around the barn. He turned and headed straight towards Mud Pond. There he is. Otis putted down the rolling hill and pulled right up next to the muddy water's edge. The calf heard her friend's puttering purr and bawled. It was something like a hello. Then, to the sound of his gentle chuff and the amazement of all the people in the crowd, Otis slowly began to circle the pond. And he circled. And he circled, and the little calf turned and turned, never taking her eyes off her friend. There he goes around in circles and circles. With each ring Otis made around Mud Pond, the muddy grip loosened until the calf was able to stumble out of the pond on her own. The two friends had found each other again. Whew. Thank goodness for that. I was nervous for the calf. Otis led the calf right down the dusty road toward the village, and everyone threw flowers as they went, following them into town. It looked like a happy parade. No one needed a fancy blue ribbon to tell them that the calf was a special calf. Otis was a special tractor, and the two of them were special friends. Look at that. From that day on, the farmer discovered that with Otis's puttering purr beside the chicken coop, his chickens laid more eggs. At milking time, with Otis's gentle chuff, his cows produced more milk. On occasion, Otis even got to join the farmer in the big yellow tractor out in the fields. But often, at the end of the day, Otis would just sit with his friend under the apple tree and watch the farm below. I told you it was a good story. Tractors are awesome. And there's Otis, happily ever after, enjoying his farm. There he is. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this story. I did. I hope you play it back a lot of times. And I wish I was there with you guys. Okay, Poppy loves you. Bye-bye.